Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. It's Kay. Okay, so I know you're wondering why is she in bed, but you guys know I like to do my lazy in bed videos. Like I have a perfect setup over there, as you guys can see, but I don't really feel like sitting over there right now. And I feel like being comfortable when I make this video. But in this video, I'm going to talk about why I left YouTube. I get a lot of comments every single day. And I also get comments from people asking me, are you ever going to do a video again? Why did you leave? Like, what's going on? What are you doing now? Did you ever become a PA? Everything. So I'm going to actually make this video, talk to you guys a little bit about that. Try not to make it too long, but stay tuned. Okay, so before I do this video, I want to give a shout out to my hairstylist because this is like my favorite hair ever. I love it. She did these braids and it took forever, but I just love them so much. And I put these little wires in there. They're like super cute. But anywho, let's get back to this video. So last year, I decided to leave my job. And, I felt like I dealt with a whole lot last year as far as, the workplace, finding myself and things of that nature. Because you guys know that I started this channel because I wanted to become a PA. Like I wanted to show you guys my journey so you can be inspired. So, I wanted to show you me working as a tech, what I did as a tech, and all the other jobs that I've had pre-PA. And then I wanted to show you me transitioning to being a PA student and then to becoming a full-time PA. But, in life, I feel like things don't really happen according to your timeline all the time, at least for me. And so last year I felt like I was dealing with the effects of that, like not getting in when I wanted to get in, working so hard, trying my best, and feeling like, okay, dang, is this ever gonna happen? So I decided that, to me, it's not worth me working at a job doing something that I don't enjoy, working in an environment that I didn't really enjoy working in, and this is not like me venting about my job or anything like that. I appreciate every single job I've ever had because it made me the person who I am. Like, the good, the bad, the ugly, it always shapes you and you always learn something from it. So I would never, like bash any place I've worked, but I just felt like the environment just wasn't good for me. And at the end of the day, your happiness is everything. And, I'm one of those people, I'm used to, just having a job. Like I've been working since I was 16 years old. So I'm used to having a job, making my money, like, and, having my health insurance and things of that nature. But, sometimes you realize that, like, as you're getting older, you want more for yourself. You want more respect. You want more money. You just like there's certain things that you can't deal with anymore. And when you are doing entry level positions, a lot of times you're not going to get that same level of respect as if you have a professional position. And, that's what I had to deal with. And there was something that happened that, it made me just like break down one day, like not in front of the person, but it just made me break down one day because I'm just like, dang, what are you doing with your life? Like, how are you in this situation where this person can talk to you like that? Why are you still doing these kind of jobs? Because when that incident happened, I actually went to the job board and then I looked at all the jobs that I could do, and I'm just like, I don't really want to do any of these jobs. I was kind of over the entry level positions. I was over, doing those kind of work. And, it's great starting out and you can learn a whole lot. But I think when you're getting older and you want more for your life, you want a family, house, kids, all that stuff, then you're like, okay, I want something that is a lot better. And especially if you're working so hard, you're in school, you're doing your best to get into school to, in my case, into PA school. And I was just working so hard doing that. And when that wasn't working out as I planned, it was honestly very depressing. And, there was actually a time, hold on, I'm out of breath, y'all. Give me a little break. Hold on. All right, you guys, I'm back. But as I was saying, so last year, it was just really hard for me because sometimes when you're in a certain position and you know that you could do better, it's just very, very uncomfortable. Okay. Like you're just, your essence, like everything about you just becomes uncomfortable when you're going to a job where you feel like, I could do way more than this. Like, you have the skill, you have the brains to do more. And you're, like the things I wanted to do wasn't working out when I wanted it to work out. So it just felt like no job could really hold me at that time, because when I was looking at other things I could do, I'm like, I could do better than this. And it's not like I think that I'm too good or anything, but when you've been working years and years, with entry level jobs, you want to move up and you want to do more because you're capable of more. One thing that I will say is that when you're in uncomfortable positions in your life, when you feel like things aren't working out, you feel like you're not supposed to be at a certain job, I feel like sometimes that's God talking to you and telling you that you need a change. And, my goal was to transition from my entry level position and then go straight into school. But I saw that I wasn't really happy doing those positions anymore and school wasn't coming fast enough. So, I prayed about it. I said, you know what, God, like if PA school and becoming a PA is for me, please let that happen. But as for right now, if it's not for me, help me find something better. Even if it's not something in healthcare, help me find something that I love. And honestly, it wasn't even like a money thing. It's something that I enjoy, something I want to get up and do every single day. And so I started, watching those YouTube videos. I started thinking, okay, what am I good at? Because there's so many work from home jobs where you got to kind of figure out, okay, what would I want to do? Didn't really want to do like telemarketing or anything of that nature because I actually did that job before and I got fired because I'm just not good at that kind of stuff. So I didn't want it to be anything like that. So I really had to sit there and really think, dang, like, what am I good at? And I started just watching videos and, I realized, you know what, I'm kind of good at teaching and I don't mind a little bit of paperwork. So, I started like looking at different jobs and, we'll talk more in another video about exactly what I'm doing and things of that nature. But, I found a few things I could do and then I started working on it. Because one thing I don't do is complain about work. When I start complaining about work, I know it's a problem and I know I need to leave. So I'm one of those people. I like to do my job and peace out. I don't like sitting there talking about how much I hate it. I don't like going home talking about how much I hate my job every single day. I don't like doing that. So when I start talking about my job and my frustrations every single day, that's just my sign that I just need to do something else. There's nothing wrong with making those decisions because you're making a decision that is good for you. Like it's not healthy to talk about your job every single day about how this person pissed you off. No, okay. You just need to find another job. And sometimes we don't realize how easy it is to just let go. And then when you finally let go, you're like, dang, why didn't I do this sooner? If you're not happy doing something, just let it go. It's really more simpler than we make it. But anywho, so I decided to find something that I would enjoy. Okay, so for me, my last straw was when I started having really, really bad chest pain, and I really thought like I was having a heart attack. Like it was really, really bad. I was thinking, man, like what if one day I'm having this chest pain at work and it turns out to be a heart attack, and then they got to get the ambulance to come get me, and I'm just all embarrassed because I'm too young to have a heart attack. And I was just thinking about that, and I finally just went to the cardiologist. She put a Holter monitor on me, which is like a monitor they put on your chest, and you have it on for a couple of days. So, you know, when I was at work, I had it under my clothes and everything. And they basically track everything that's going on with your heart. If something weird happens, like, you know, I used to get these like really bad sharp pains, so I would have to like write down when I got those sharp pains back, and they did an echo and everything. And honestly, like, everything came back normal. Okay. I mean, I was convinced I had like some cardiac issues, but everything actually came back normal, which was even scarier because that just told me that, okay, I'm having like panic attacks or, you know, anxiety or whatever it is. And, you know, that's just not healthy. And I just realized, okay, I really need to make this move. I need to do something different because whatever I'm doing right now is just not working. So I decided, okay, I'm really gonna like quit my job, and no, I wouldn't have any more 401k. No, I wouldn't have any more insurance for the time being. So I went ahead and got my eyes checked, and I had two pairs of glasses, so I knew I would be okay. Plus, I had some prescribed shades, so I'm like, I'm good. And then I went to the doctor like to get my checkup and everything, and I was good. So I'm like, you know what? I'll be okay without insurance for a couple of months. And as far as my 401k, I still had money in there, but you know, I just wouldn't be accumulating anything else. But I was okay with that because I'm like, you know what? I'm trying to make enough money where I can save anyway. So it really didn't matter to me. The thing that mattered to me the most was my happiness. You can't put any price on your peace. Like, you just cannot. Like, your peace of mind is like everything. And so I found a few things that I could do. I put it into action. I started working on it before I left my job. And, you know, when I was leaving my job, everybody was like, oh my gosh, you know, what about your 401k? What about your insurance? What about this? And I was just like, it is what it is. Like, I didn't really care about that stuff at the moment. I just cared about, you know, getting better and just really like living up to my potential. I knew there was things that I wanted to do. I wanted to open up my own business. I wanted to do more for myself and make myself into the person that I know I can be. Now, to answer the question, why did I leave YouTube? Okay, so I left YouTube because during the time when I was doing my YouTube videos, I was like November, my last YouTube video, I did a live. And during that time, I was just like, I felt like I was really burnt out. Like, it was terrible. I was talking about burnout, trying to motivate other people, but meanwhile, I was just burnt out myself. I felt terrible. Like, I was like, I can't. Like, I was feeling very burnt out. I didn't feel very motivated. And I just don't like getting on here when I'm not feeling motivated or having like a low vibrational mood. Like, I don't want to put that on to other people. Like, I feel like people watch YouTube, of course, to relate to people, but I don't think people watch to hear your sad story and all that bad energy. So, yeah, I just didn't really feel like doing it anymore, and I didn't feel motivated. So I would rather just take a little break. You know, so that's why I left YouTube. And every time I said I would come back, I was like, okay, in January, I'm like, I'll be back. I'll be doing more videos. I didn't feel like doing it. And I wasn't really sad at that time. I was actually a lot happier, but I just didn't want to do it. You know, I didn't feel that motivation. So, you know, that's why I left YouTube. But, you know, lately I've been feeling like doing videos. So that's why I did this one. And honestly, you know, every day is not always going to be the best day, but I think it's always great when you get to make your own decisions. You know, you're your own boss. You could do what you want to do, because being an entrepreneur and doing things on your own, it has its challenges, but I think just me going out there and building and, you know, just doing something myself and just being okay, like surviving, thriving, it just built my self-esteem, because honestly, I feel like I lost a lot of my self-esteem from just being at a job and not being happy there and knowing I could do better. And then, not getting into school when I expected to get into school, and just dealing with that whole dynamic. I feel like I lost a lot of my self-esteem, and I honestly felt like a wounded dog. Like, and when I say that, people are like, "What?" But that's the feeling I felt. I don't know how else to describe it, but that's how I was feeling. I was feeling like a wounded dog, and now I feel a lot better about myself. I feel like my confidence is back up. I feel great. And, I feel like I could take the world on. And, sometimes when you make those decisions that's good for you, a lot of times people aren't always going to be receptive to it. They're not going to be too happy. Your managers or whoever might get upset. And, like, I just remember just when I was leaving jobs because I wanted to, not necessarily because I was going to school or I had like a higher position. It's just like, I just wanted to do something else. And I just remember like, sometimes they would get like the cake and have the party for people when they're moving up or they're going to school or something. I didn't get that. Okay. And it just kind of makes you feel like, dang, like you work so hard, you try to be the best worker, you try to do everything you can, and people aren't going to celebrate you if you're not doing something that's pleasing to them. If you're doing something that's going to make you happy, people are not always going to clap for you, but you still got to do it for yourself because at the end of the day, that's who you got to live with. So, just I feel like I've grown a lot as a person, and I've just learned a lot about happiness and taking your life in your own hands and just doing things that is going to be good for you and good for your family. And it's just been a learning experience to say the least. But I feel much happier. My chest pain went away. I don't have that anxiety. Like I feel just better overall. So I'm just thankful for that. And as far as PA school, did I get into PA school? We'll talk more about that later. I'm an open book, as you guys know on this channel. Like I like making videos to inspire you guys because I know a lot of us are going through the same things, but people aren't always honest about their struggles. But I don't want people thinking that I never struggle because a lot of times people think that about me, that I never struggle and I always get things, but that's not the case. I just try really hard. But yeah, keep watching my videos, subscribe, stay tuned, and thank you guys for 6,000 subscribers. Like I was really excited when I saw that. Thank you so much. And thank you for all your comments. And it just lifts me up when, I've made a video in the past and people are commenting and saying that it's helped them. Because I really thought people would just forget about my YouTube channel at this point, but the fact that you guys are still commenting, those old videos are still helping you guys, it just makes me feel great. So, thank you guys for all your comments, your DMs, everything. And stay tuned. Like we got so much to talk about. It's been a year. So stay tuned and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.